The blazing African sun cast its golden glow across the endless savannah. In the tall grass, a mother zebra struggled through the painful throes of labor, her sides trembling with exhaustion. Around her, the herd formed a silent circle, ears alert, hooves shifting nervously, sensing the fragility of this moment. With one final push, the miracle of life emerged, a tiny foal, wet and trembling, gasping for its very first breath. The mother immediately bent down, nuzzling and licking her newborn, cleaning it with gentle urgency. The little one let out a soft cry, legs twitching, struggling to rise. Nearby zebras stood guard, scanning the horizon, tails flicking anxiously. The air was calm, but heavy with tension, as if the earth itself was holding its breath for what might come next. The newborn zebra lay in the grass, its tiny body quivering, legs thin and fragile like twigs swaying in the wind. Every attempt to rise ended in a stumble, but instinct urged it to keep trying. The mother pressed close, her muzzle nudging, her tongue gently cleaning the foal's damp coat, encouraging it with every breath of warmth. The herd shifted closer, forming a living shield, their striped bodies blending into one protective wall. The plains, for a brief moment, felt serene, an island of peace in a land of predators. The foal lifted its head, eyes wide with innocence, unaware of the dangers waiting beyond the grass. This tender struggle revealed the raw, unfiltered beauty of survival in the wild. The savannah's calm suddenly fractured. A faint ripple moved through the tall grass, subtle at first, but enough to send a shiver through the herd. Ears shot up, nostrils flared. Something was wrong. Then, piercing eyes appeared between the blades of grass. 10 lean, hungry cheetahs, their gaze locked on the trembling newborn. The herd stomped uneasily, hooves thudding against the dry earth. A low, collective snort echoed, fear rising like smoke in the air. The mother zebra instinctively stepped forward, her body forming a living shield in front of her fragile foal. Muscles tensed, breath heavy, her eyes blazed with defiance. A deadly silence stretched thin. At any moment, the grass could explode into a storm of claws and speed. In a heartbeat, the silence shattered. The cheetahs burst forward with blinding speed, bodies low, muscles rippling like shadows on fire. Dust clouds erupted as the herd thundered in panic, hooves striking the earth like war drums. The mother zebra spun, lashing out with powerful kicks, hooves cutting through the air to protect her fragile foal. Other zebras surged closer, forming a desperate circle, their bodies colliding in chaos. Screams, growls, and the sharp scent of blood mixed with dust. The savannah transformed into a battlefield, life and death balanced on every heartbeat. The battle raged on, and the mother zebra stood trembling, her sides streaked with dust and blood. Exhaustion weighed on every muscle, yet her eyes burned with unshaken resolve. Again and again, she lunged forward, blocking the cheetah's path, shielding her foal with her own body. Claws had left scratches across her flank, her breathing was heavy, but her spirit refused to bend. The cheetahs prowled in circles, growling, their tails lashing, waiting for the slightest weakness. The herd stomped nervously, unsure how long they could hold the line. Every heartbeat felt stretched thin, each second a test of courage, each breath a question of survival. Just as despair began to crush the herd, a deep rumble echoed across the plains. Dust lifted on the horizon, a rescue jeep raced forward, its engine roaring like thunder against the silence of fear. Inside, rescuers gripped their equipment, flares and rifles ready, eyes sharp with urgency. The cheetahs froze, their sleek heads turning toward the unfamiliar sound. Their growls faded into wary silence, instincts colliding with confusion. The mother zebra stood firm, bloodied but unbroken, her foal trembling at her side. The jeep skidded closer, doors swinging open. Men leapt out, armed with courage and tools of protection. In that moment, the line between wild survival and human intervention was drawn. The rescuers raised their rifles high and fired warning shots into the blazing sky. The deafening cracks echoed across the plains, startling the cheetahs into retreat. Startled birds burst upward, wings beating furiously as the herd scattered in panic, hooves striking like thunder. Yet one zebra did not move. The mother stood her ground, chest heaving, her body shielding her trembling foal. The cheetahs regrouped at a distance, tails whipping, eyes glowing with hunger. They prowled low, testing the line between fear and determination. Rescuers fanned out, flares burning bright, pushing the predators back. For a moment, man and zebra stood side by side, united in a fragile, desperate stand against nature's deadliest hunters. With the cheetahs pushed back, rescuers rushed toward the fallen foal. Its tiny body quivered, thin legs scraped from the struggle. Kneeling quickly, they checked its breathing and wounds, hands moving with practiced care. One man gently lifted the foal, cradling it as if holding life itself. The mother panicked, charging forward, ears pinned, eyes blazing with fear. She refused to let her baby be taken. But the rescuers stepped back slowly, voices calm, their touch steady. Gradually, her breathing eased, trust began to grow. Moments later, mother and foal were carefully guided into the rescue truck, together and safe at last. At the rescue center, the baby zebra was laid gently on soft straw, its body weak but alive. Veterinarians moved quickly, cleaning wounds, bandaging cuts, and giving fluids to restore strength. The mother never left its side, her eyes fixed on every movement, her breaths heavy with worry. Days slowly passed. The foal began to stand longer, its wounds closing, its eyes brighter with each sunrise. The mother nuzzled it constantly, licking its face, guarding every step as if to say, "You are safe now." Rescuers watched in silence, deeply moved by the unbreakable bond. What they saw was not just survival, it was pure, enduring love written in stripes. Weeks later, the rescue truck rumbled gently across the open plains, carrying both the mother zebra and her baby safely inside. After weeks of care and healing, the moment had finally arrived. The doors opened, sunlight poured in, and the savannah welcomed them home. The mother stepped out first, cautious but strong, her ears flicking at the familiar sounds of freedom. Behind her, the little foal trotted eagerly, now steady on its legs, pressing close to her side. The waiting herd recognized them instantly, rushing forward with joyful neighs. Dust rose in celebration as stripes blended together once more. Their survival became more than a story. It became a legend of resilience, love, and second chances.